Hello everyone, Jul here. Without realizing it, we are now stepping beyond the half year of 2025, which means there are lots of new games to discover and look upon to. And since we are on the turn-based genre streaks lately, let us dive deeper into the next episode of new turn-based RPGs that you should play this year. Knowing that there's a lot of new games this year, of course this video won't be enough to showcase all of them in one go. So if your favorites are not here, don't worry, since I will keep continuing the series in the future to showcase all the anticipated games. But before we go into the list, I want to introduce you to the best platform for buying games in this modern era, and it's called Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is the perfect place for you to shop in games these days. Your transactions are legit, fast, and their supports are ready 24/7, so you don't need to worry about anything. Do you think I was done? Not even close. They have lots of games for your favorite platforms, and they have the best deals as well. Instead of cutting your budget for dinner to buy new games, why not try Instant Gaming and eat healthy as well? All you have to do is just click my link in the description below, start searching for your favorite games, and use the activation code on your chosen platforms. By using my link, you're not only saving tons of money, but also helping me to support this channel. Alright then, let's get back into the list. Nightmare Frontier weaves together RPG strategy and risk into a compelling roguelite loop. From the opening moments, Nightmare Frontier establishes itself as a tense atmospheric fusion of tactical turn-based strategy and high-stakes extraction gameplay. You lead a ragtag band of scavengers through the wreckage of an alternative early 1900s American boomtown, besieged by Dreadweavers. Combat unfolds in isometric turn-based encounters where positioning, momentum, and psychological pressure reign supreme. You can chain trick shots, push enemies into hazards, and exploit collision damage to little effect. Your crew members also suffer from inner fears which affect morale, performance, and vulnerabilities in battle. And that's why rotating characters and balancing weaknesses become part of the strategic puzzle. Arhaekon is a compelling blend of tactical turn-based combat, dark fantasy lore, and deliberate management systems. Set in a shattered world ravaged by arcane hubris, it casts the player as an ancient Arhaekon, resurrected to resist a divine threat known as the Prospherizers. From the first moments in its procedurally generated dungeons, Arhaekon impresses with uncompromising tactical depth. With minimal mobility on the battlefield, every turn becomes a calculation of risk and synergy. You lead up to 12 units across 4 principal classes, each enhanced by subclasses and abilities that reward experimentation and thoughtful progression. Visually and tonally, Arhaekon embraces a grim dark fantasy aesthetic reminiscent of Warhammer 40k and Darkest Dungeon. Environments are harsh and combat scenes can feel suffocating, especially in dark corridors where enemies and allies blend into the gloom. Arashi Gaiden delivers a rare blend of precision, speed, and tactical nuance in the turn-based RPG genre. The battlefield is built around a daring fusion, turn-based strategy infused with real-time dash and slash action. Each level acts as a fast-paced puzzle where your ninja must dash across the stage, cutting enemies with momentum, ricocheting off walls, and chaining attacks in graceful arcs. Designed to deliver over 5 hours of tightly curated combat, the campaign comprises more than 140 distinct rooms spread across 7 visually distinct biomes. Each room offers multiple possible approaches, allowing players to emphasize either slick combos or careful deliberation. Boss encounters also break the turn-based mold even further, introducing real-time specials that redefine how you think about strategy RPG. Emerging from the crucible of war and alien invasion, Every Day We Fight drapes players in the roles of ordinary civilians that turned into resistance fighters. The tension between exploration and combat forms the spine of the experience. In the quiet between battles, your squad glides through a frozen city in real time, with 18 districts, randomized encounters, hidden stashes, and dozens of lore collectibles waiting to be discovered. But once a mission begins, the game switches to its core: turn-based tactics enhanced by manual aiming and reflex-driven interruptions. In early access, the game delivers a robust foundation. It provides 3 playable characters each with unique progression trees, 6 hero weapons and modular attachments, 60 lore pickups, and a wide array of randomized skirmish areas across the city's map.
My eyes are peeled.
Cyclopean: The Great Abyss is a bold tribute to vintage jrpgs and Lovecraft's dreamlands. In this game, you awaken as a random old dreamer, caught in the vast underworld of the Abyss, tasked with finding your way back to the waking world. Exploration unfolds in 2 intertwined modes: a 2D, top-down overworld where every step and encounter matters, and claustrophobic first-person dungeons that recall classic Ultima Underworld vibes. These 2 realms connect with smooth transitions, melding nostalgia and innovation through gameplay that blends stealth, dialogue, and turn-based combat into a unified experience. Despite its aesthetic retro simplicity, the systems beneath are elegantly deep. Your dreamer's stats, skills, and alliances at the start of each run shape the entire path of your journey. You can re-roll endlessly until your starting concept fits your planned direction, but don't expect your progression will always go as planned. Cyber Knight's Flashpoint drops you into the neon-soaked underbelly of New Boston, where survival means mastering both violence and discretion. As a self-styled Cyber Knight, you command a ragtag crew of mercenaries, navigating a web of heists, factions, favors, and fallout. With every mission you take and every contact you court, the world subtly shifts around you, weaving your decisions into the tapestry of an emergent narrative driven by the unique casting director system. Drawing inspiration from XCOM, Shadowrun, and Invisible, Cyber Knights blends classic turn-based squad tactics and a heist motif. Between missions, you can upgrade facilities, craft gear, mod weapons, and coordinate favors with underworld contacts, with each decision shaping mission accessibility, crew perks, and faction heat. Base building management also adds strategic depth, especially for players who tailor rooms for stealth or cyber warfare. When NITRO Gen Omega launched into early access on June 2025, it arrived as a bold vision, an anime-infused tactical RPG that lets you play director of your own mech drama. Developed by Italian studio Destiny Beat, the game casts you as the commander of a mercenary crew flying a towering airship across machine-infested wastelands. At its core lies the timeline-based combat, a standout feature that feels like staging an anime episode. You plan each action across 4 crew roles during a planning phase: driver, gunner, engineer, and operator, before watching it all unfold in a cinematic resolution phase. Mishandled morale or surprise events may derail your tactic in a dramatic moment, and pilots can break or rise to the moment under pressure. Outside of combat, the heart of your operation is the airship. It's more than just a safe zone, it's where you manage downtime. Cook to buff performance, box to train reflexes, read magazines to unlock new abilities, or scavenge to expand activities and pilot options. Future War Tactics is a lean, focused turn-based tactics game that blends sci-fi intrigue with grounded squad-based combat. It doesn't reinvent the genre, but it executes a solid XCOM-style experience in a compact, atmospheric package. Gameplay unfolds on an isometric grid. You direct a small squad of uniquely skilled soldiers, each with distinct weapon specialties and abilities, and engage alien life forms in tactical combat. Positioning, cover, and loadout choices shape the battlefield, and every decision carries strategic weight. weight. Despite being built on linear mission structure, the narrative remains compelling. The world evokes a militarized version of the X-Files, with pine forests, abandoned outposts, and escalating alien threats grounding the mystery. Lotus Lost Memories is a rare union of visual novel introspection and tactical precision. From its first frames, the game greets you with poetic solemnity. You assume control of Atsushi, a young samurai driven by duty to save his sick father by obtaining the rare Raiketsu herb. Rather than an ordinary visual novel, the game is a side-scrolling, 2D pixel art experience woven with strategic depth. Combat unfolds in deliberate turn-based encounters that pause to let you initiate real-time quick-time events, like well-timed parries, blocks, kunai throws, and interrupts. The design evokes feudal Japan with 6 distinct battle environments, from cherry blossom groves to tournament arenas, each linked to enemy variety and narrative tone. Novath seeks to deliver a morally charged tactical RPG adventure where your party composition and narrative path shift based on your choices. What sets the game's narrative apart is its reactive world. Your custom of mercy or brutality shifts how characters treat you, unlocks or closes narrative branches, and even shapes the continent's political dynamics. This living world feels attuned to your decisions, granting real weight to acts of compassion or conquest. In this game, combat unfolds in classic isometric turn-based encounters. You will assemble and command a party, either recruiting enemies into your ranks or forging bonds with allies whose loyalty hinges upon your moral choices. Each class also comes with unique skills to master, and turn economy, positional strategy, and timely abilities define how battles resolve. From the ashes of a kingdom shattered by regicide, Valiant Tactics casts you as a loyal knight, leading a band of 5 heroes on a mission to retake the throne from a vicious usurper. Clocking in on August 2025, this turn-based roguelite RPG rejects randomness in its battle system. Combat unfolds on a tactical hex grid, pitting you against 9 distinct enemy factions spread across 10 challenging boss battles. With guaranteed hits, gameplay shifts away from chance and moves towards skillful positioning, turn economy, and tight execution of abilities. 8 diverse classes are also available at launch, from familiar staples like the Cleric and Marksman to more specialized units like the flame-wielding Ardent. What separates Valiant Tactics is its flexible gear system. No class is locked into a weapon, meaning you can fit a Slayer with a greatsword or deck out a Barbarian with necromantic powers, which enables emergent synergies across roles. Astral Takers invites you into a storybook fantasy where summoning allies across universes is more than just a flair. The game's core loop revolves around its summoning and arrange system. Using enchanted echo stones, you can call mythic heroes from other worlds, up to 8 unique characters. Party composition matters a lot in this game, as each hero brings specialized abilities and affinities that influence battlefield synergy. Combat unfolds through strategic turn-based command battles. Unlike random chance mechanics, enemy actions are predictable, granting the player room to adapt or swap party member mid-conflict. This swapping mechanic empowers dynamic tactical decisions and opens creative counterplay that's rarely seen in the genre. The developer also emphasizes that even though there are in-app purchases for boosters, the game is fully playable without forced spending, which means no intrusive ads and no gacha pressure. Super Robot Wars Y sets out to deliver the crossover spectacle that tactical JRPG series fans live for. With its expanded anime roster, new assist link system, and global release legacy, it heralds a sizable chapter in the SRW universe. This entry brings together an expansive roster of iconic mecha and pilots, including Aura Battler Dunbine and many of its new story, like Mobile Fighter G Gundam or Code Geass Lelouch Resurrection. Super Robot Wars Y stays true to the signature grid-based, turn-based strategy formula that defines the series. You position units on expansive maps, coordinate pilot and unit abilities, and navigate strategic terrain while engaging formidable opponents across branching missions. Between battles, customization also comes to life. You can upgrade mecha units, train pilots, and also allocate credits and mission-earned resources to strengthen your forces. Hidden Pass is a game that fuses turn-based tactical combat with strategic roguelite meta systems to create a singular, ambitious experience. At its heart, the multi-layered combat design surprises consistently. Skirmishes unfold across 3 vertical terrain layers, allowing flying units to flank from above while others push enemies into pits or topple environmental hazards like trees. Inspired by XCOM ground mechanics and Into the Breach style clarity, the combat is enriched by Illyrium Madness, a risk-reward mana system where pushing characters into insanity strengthens their abilities but also pushes them closer to collapse. The skill depth is staggering. There are over 150 unique skills and sorceries spread across 7 classes and multiple subclasses, which offers tactical freedom and emergent experimentation. Verticality also boosts the puzzle-like nature of each encounter, demanding creative use of elevation, positioning, and ability combos. Shrouded Aspect is a potent union of mythical storytelling and tactical precision. From the get-go, Shrouded Aspect beckons with its vision of a medieval world under siege by the awakened god of death. You take the role of Betha, a mysterious young woman with a hidden lineage, journeying with survivors to forge a resistance strong enough to confront the divine horror. Over the sprawling campaign of 32 branching scenarios, each playthrough forges its own path. Player choice shapes your narrative arc and alters both who lives and how the world responds. Your party evolves organically. As battles conclude, characters can acquire new skills and gear, transforming fledgling recruits into seasoned veterans. Ashes of Elrant is the highly anticipated DLC expansion for the acclaimed indie jrpg Chained Echoes. Set just before the final battle of the base game, Ashes of Elrant transports players to the mysterious land of Elrant. The Crimson Wings are called upon to investigate a new threat, uncovering secrets about the Order of Leonar and Lenna's past. The DLC introduces over 40 new monsters and bosses, providing fresh challenges for players who played the base game. The addition of the White Wolf, surprise minigames, and expansive soundtrack make this feel less like extra content and more like an epilogue worthy of its own spotlight, especially since it sheds light on lore that was only hinted at in the main story. Frosthaven is an epic journey designed as a true sequel to Gloomhaven rather than a mere expansion. It boasts over 100 scenarios, 16 brand new player classes, dozens of bosses and monsters, and a richly modular campaign structure, all packaged in one colossal box. Challenges in Frosthaven tend to feel more intricate than its predecessor. Battling through each scenario can take 3 to 4 hours, factoring in setup, reading, and managing town events. Across an average campaign, you'll likely complete between 70 to 90 scenarios, which, if playing about 1 scenario per week, can stretch into a year or more commitment, with total playtime reaching 200 to 300 plus hours per campaign. Combat also remains tactical and grid-based, but with new layers. Vertical mechanics, complex monster abilities, and factional variability deepen the decision space, while personal quests, battle goals, and unlockable classes reward progress and experimentation.
has been commanded to undertake an operation to eliminate...
Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles serves both nostalgia and modernity, honoring the strategic brilliance and mature storytelling of the 1997 classic while layering it with modern usability, voice performances, improved graphics, and adjustable difficulty. Players receive both enhanced and classic versions in the same package. The enhanced version delivers fully voiced dialogue in English and Japanese, enriched script editions, a revamped UI, updated high-definition graphics, faster battle speed options, and a brand new tactical view camera mode to ease battlefield planning. It also includes new difficulty levels such as the accessible square mode, and introduces quality of life systems like autosave, which making it more forgiving for newcomers.
Why walk this path of subterfuge and conflict?
The powerful must rule the weak. It is our duty.
Heavens fall upon your crown!
This vile charade has gone on long enough.
As the concluding chapter in CyberConnect 2 Somber Trilogy, Fuga Melodies of Steel 3, wrapping its story in the armor of tanks and the innocence of children. The story picks up immediately after Fuga 2's true ending, with Molt captured by the Burman Empire and the remaining children forced to reunite aboard the Tyrannis. As the series finale, Fuga 3 delivers significant mechanical evolution. The combat introduces weakness combos that can amplify damage when chaining hits on an enemy's weak point, and an assist system where past enemies can be summoned to aid you in battle. Between battles, the Omega Terminal lets you refine the Tyrannis further. You can unlock skills, shop for rare items, and trace alternate timelines through the Akasha panel. These mechanics empower players to explore different paths, unlock secret events, and chase one of the 8 endings. Trails in the Sky first chapter is more than just a nostalgia. It's a lovingly recrafted gateway into one of the most ambitious jrpg worlds ever made. This remake boasts brand new localizations and full English and Japanese voice acting, including an official cast reveal in early 2025. Liberl is reborn in high-definition 3D. Towns, taverns, villages, and rolling landscapes feel alive and inviting. You will traverse Liberl from the quiet town of Roland to the capital Gransel, interacting with townspeople, tackling side quests, building reputation, and witnessing the Bracer Guild's quiet heroism evolve into personal stakes against government corruption. Combat and cutscenes animation also receive an extreme overhaul. The movements are more fluid than the previous titles, and the cutscenes are more detailed to deliver the emotional impact of all events.
Hang on, I never agreed to this.
Time to whip things up!
Proud in my gunnery and orbital arts.
Alright boys, I think that's it for today. I know that there are other new turn-based RPGs that I haven't mentioned yet, so how about sharing your best new turn-based RPGs that probably deserve a spot in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss another great list. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Peace!